I'd like to welcome every one of you here to us today on this wonderful occasion, which is the celebration of 50 years of the Culloden under the ownership of the Hastings Group. We are very, very pleased to see so many of you here, past clients and friends of the hotel, and I hope you have a great day on this wonderful occasion. Here's to many more occasions of celebration and to the next 50 years of the Culloden Estate Spa.
I suppose for me one of the particular delights is the re-arrival in the Stewart Suite here today of the DeLorean motor car. DeLorean famously was first built here in 1974, but the company that built it wasn't that financially stable, went bust in 1977, and leaving a trail of creditors. And the company that was taking all the cars to the docks was owed a lot of money, and they impounded those cars and they brought them to Culloden Hotel for an auction. And it was an auction that as a relatively young boy I attended. I remember it well. The hotel was much smaller than it is today, and they had 12 cars, some manual, some automatic, two sorts of trim, very simple, but a very exciting time.
It's nice to be here on this special day because I've got so many lovely memories of Culloden. I mean, the Stewart Suite, I've done so many fashion shows in there over the years that were absolutely tremendous fun and greatly enjoyed by people. I've done the British Airways show here, and recently I did a tribute show to Alfie Boe, which was really nice. And of course, I've been a member of the Elysium, and now known as the Spa. It's a great hotel.
A few years ago, there was a tennis competition came to the Odyssey in Belfast, and Bjorn Borg, John McEnroe and Pat Cash all stayed in the hotel. Well, I was in my element. Bjorn Borg was my all-time hero, and he and Pat Cash played some tennis in the corridor, and they officially opened the new wing of bedrooms in front of a whole lot of press.
When U2 came to stay at the hotel. So U2, of course, very well known, and there was plenty of preparation in making sure everything was just going to be perfect. So we were on the first floor waiting for the arrival. We then learned that the artists had gone into the lift, and then standing waiting for the arrival, the lift starts to rise and the lift gets stuck. It was a moment that I'll never forget. It seemed like 30 seconds lasted 2 hours. There was a moment of panic. We all looked around. Who is the lift man? Somebody get the lift man. Eventually the lift started to work, got to the next floor, and they got out safely and arrived at the Culloden Estate Spa in style. And thankfully they were such lovely people. They took it all in good humour. But that's one of my favourite memories of recent times about the new lift, which is now working to perfection at the Culloden Estate Spa.
When we hosted the MTV Music European Awards, it was a truly remarkable experience to have so many of the world's top musicians and dignitaries stay here at the estate, and the way that my team handled their every single needs and catered for them was truly remarkable.
That's very kind. Thank you.
The excitement once when we were dealing with I'll call her the Lady Cara from New York, who worked for Rolling Stones, and as an incentive group with American Express, she was chartering helicopters to fly people into here. They were actually, it was almost like a plane stay. They flew into the Culloden, they stayed here, they got up, they got on the helicopters, they flew over to Turnberry, they played Turnberry, they flew back, and that for me was like really, really exciting. That was the type of business that you always knew that the Culloden was going to be right for.
The day after I came back from my honeymoon, I started work as manager and loved every moment of it. Happiest days of my life, certainly the happiest working days of my life, and the best employer I ever worked for by a country mile.